How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Discover Wellness with Dr. David. Today, we're going to be talking about the most common mineral deficiencies in the American diet and ways that you can attenuate to that. And so, first one is iron deficiency. A lot of individuals are deficient in iron, and often it either has to do something to do with the way that their body absorbs iron, or it's that they're not consuming enough of it. Vegetarians in particular are most susceptible to that because the most bioavailable form of iron is heme iron, and that's only in red meat. That's what makes it red. But it's something that you're certainly going to want to include more of. And vitamin C actually improves the absorption of iron. And so eat lots of vitamin C rich foods like leafy greens, sweet potatoes. Eat as many of those as possible as well. And that's going to help attenuate if you have an iron deficiency. Of course, go to your doctor and get some of these things checked out so you can know for sure. If you're experiencing any symptoms, of course, always go see a doctor. Another very common one is iodine deficiency. Iodine is an essential mineral for your thyroid. Your thyroid runs off of iodine, and so something that you'll see a lot is you'll see iodized sea salt. That's a way to get iodine in your diet, although it's a sort of a synthetic form. A good way to naturally get in your diet is either eating seaweed, like with sushi, or taking spirulina or chlorella supplement. Those contain iodine as well. And so if you're going to take that, that'll improve your chances of being able to attenuate your iodine deficiency. Now, something also very common is vitamin D deficiency. We've talked a lot about that. We live lifestyles that cause us to stay away from the sun, just being inside a lot. So something that you can do to attenuate to that is taking vitamin D. About 4,000 IUs a day is pretty much the agreed upon dosage to have adequate levels of vitamin D. But of course, check that with your current levels with your doctor to see how much you actually need. But although they've done tests where individuals take 10,000 IUs a day, and there hasn't been any recorded vitamin D toxicity. But it does increase your absorption of calcium as well. So bear that in mind if you're prone to kidney stones, that you might want to get your levels checked. And vitamin D is also linked to depression as well. So something very important. You can also get it from egg yolks. Vitamin B12 deficiency is very common as well, particularly in vegetarians. Vegetarians don't get a lot of B vitamins because most of the B vitamins are from meat. And so something that you can do to attenuate to that is just consume more shellfish, organ meat, meat in general, eggs or milk products. That's going to have a lot of vitamin B12. Calcium deficiency is very common as well. And so, again, something that you can do to gain more calcium is eat lots of leafy greens. Eat as many leafy greens as you can. They can contain good calcium. Boned fish, if you're going to eat like sardines or anchovies, those have really great bioavailable forms of calcium in them. And so utilize that as much as possible. And vitamin A deficiency is very important as well. It's very common, and something that you can get vitamin D or vitamin A from is liver or organ meats. Organ meats contain lots of vitamins and minerals that aren't found in the muscle meats. And so if you're somebody that solely eats muscle meat, which is of course very common in America, something that you can do is implement the chicken liver. Is super cheap at Walmart. I almost don't want to give it away, but it's like $1.73 for a big giant thing of it. So certainly ways that you can get some of those minerals in by eating more organ meats. Now, vitamin A, retinol in particular, retinol is about 100% bioavailable, whereas beta carotene is about a quarter of that. So you get lots of vitamin A from things like sweet potatoes, but it's in a beta carotene form, which is much less bioavailable than retinol, which is the type of vitamin A that's found in organ meat. Another very common one is magnesium deficiency. And so we talked about this before. Magnesium glycinate is a very great form. It's very bioavailable. And so other foods that you can eat to attenuate to that as well is whole grains. Quinoa contains a good percentage of it. Nuts, almonds or macadamia nuts or walnuts, a lot of those are going to have good levels of magnesium. Dark green leafy vegetables. Eat that spinach and those leafy greens, because if you're recognizing a theme here, they show up a lot on that list. So eat as much leafy greens as you can, and you're going to attenuate some of those vitamin deficiencies as well. So thank you for tuning in. Let everybody know in the comments if you have gotten your levels checked of something and what you were deficient in. Maybe those results surprised you and we weren't expecting that. And so bring more awareness to some of those subjects for everybody. It's going to help everybody out. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Everybody have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in.